in what can only be described as the dumbest corporate art in living memory. Disney has let go of almost the entire visual development team at Marvel Studios.
Yun. Mga ilang weeks na to 2 weeks ago tong video. So yung mga concept artist at saka mga artist, mga 3D people. Teka, papakita ko. Meron akong libro Teka. Eto, meron akong kalibrohan ng mga tawag dyan, mga concept art ng galing sa MCU, lalo na yung mga una. 'Di ba? So, meron ditong Iron Man, Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, at saka Captain America. Teka, mamaya, panoorin muna natin tong video.
According to an article released yesterday, if you don't know, the VizDev team includes illustrators and character and environment designers that do the preliminary design work that makes the Marvel Cinematic Universe look the way it does. You know, instead of like everything else out there in the world. And they've had this internal team basically since the very beginning with the first Iron Man movie. For artists like Ryan Meinerding and Avi Granov set the standard for what live action translations of these iconic heroes were going to look like.
Okay. Explain natin yung sinasabi niya. Basically, yun ay mga concept artist, mga concept illustrators. So ito, like yung sa tawag dito sa Iron Man, yun yung unang kauna-unahang tawag dito movie ng Marvel, 'di ba? Mula nung MCU. No, hindi, Hulk pala yung nauna, no? Sino bang nauna? Iron Man. Sumunod yung Hulk. So, eto yung, kita mo, mga drawing pa lang yan. Di ba? Hindi pa yan yung actual na itsura. Pero, yan yung tinatawag na mga concept art. Di ba? So, bago mag-design, yung mga 3D na ginamit, yung costume, somebody has to visualize it. 'Di ba? So pag tiningnan mo to, hirap pa. So, eto, yan. So, madaming concept art na makikita mo dyan. Mga drawing yan. At napakagagaling ng mga gumagawa ng mga artist na yan. 'Di ba? Mga painted style na mga illustrations. Tapos yung iba minomold nila, 'di ba? Tapos kailangan makuha nila yung itsura ni Robert Downey Jr. Ito mga painting 'yan, hindi yan mga picture. 'Di ba? Ganon kalulupit yung mga artist na gumawa niyan. Sila yung nagbigay ng itsura sa dito kay Iron Man, and basically, sa lahat, syempre, alam nga namang sa Iron Man lang, diba, Senator, lahat ng Marvel characters, ayan, may mga storyboard sila, diba? So, yung mga gumawa niyan, yan yung mga pinagsisibak nitong si Marvel, diba, mga hinayupak sila, diba, ito mga environments, mga painting lahat yan, diba, at saka nung time na yan, wala pang AI, diba? Wala pang AI yan kasi 2006, 2005. Ano yung mga pangalan dito? Teka, tingnan natin. Ano yung mga sinabi niyang pangalan? Malamang yung mga nandito, front cover, Adi Granov. Binanggit niya ba? Tingnan natin kung binanggit niya ba yung...
And Avi Granov.
Ayun, Adi Granov! Eto! Siya mismo, di ba? Adi Granov. Nakalagay, Siya, so, lead, siya? Front cover art. Siya yung nag-drawing nito, yung Adi Granov. So, basically, si Sante na yung gumawa nito sa Marvel. Yun ganun katindi yung balita na to. Teka, tapusin natin tong poll na to.
what live action translations of these iconic heroes were going to look like. And because it's under one of the biggest names, one of the richest companies, they had some of the craziest artists ever.
Yun, exactly.
Charlie Wen, Carlo Ortiz, Andy Park, Josh Herman, Wes Burt. These are all freaks of nature. It's an awesome team.
That's not, he's not even joking. It's not even parang ano bang tawag doon? Yung nagpapa it's not even, nalimutan ko yung word eh. Kumbaga accurate yung yung pagka-describe niya. Hindi siya nagpapaka dramatic when he says these descriptions dun sa mga artist.
And there was a time when I was young that I dreamed of working on this thing. In fact, I discovered this happened today.
Actually, yan ang trabaho nitong ating tropa ni si Jeru Cascasero. Isang mahusay na artist yan.
I saw this tweet by Wesley Burt, one of my favorite artists since I was basically a kid. He posted a picture of a conference room completely plastered with art that he made for the Loki TV show and said, "The irony of having a one-on-one HR layoff meeting in the conference room with my Loki mural on it."
Aray mo, di ba? Aray mo, nasisante siya doon sa isang room na meron siyang mural na naka-display. Di ba? Hindi man lang sila pumili ng ibang kwarto man lang. Di ba? O baka hindi siya kilala hindi alam nung HR employee.
Feels like they could have picked another room, but that's just me. I'm not an HR professional. Now, I don't know any specifics about who else on the team they let go, but we know things are bad because they let go of Wes, which is a move only someone who knows nothing about art could do. He is one of the best draftsmen and designers alive. If you don't want Wes designing your thing, who exactly are you hoping would do a better job? Let me take...
Oh my God. Yun ang... Diba? That's a very good question. If the best artist in the world, kasama mo na, empleyado mo na, hindi ka pa masaya. Diba? Sino ang ipapalit mo doon? Diba? So, like I said, like he said, only somebody, most likely, only somebody who knows nothing about art would do that. And hopefully may kumuhang iba dito sa mga taong to and whoop Disney's ass for this.
A fucking guess who the CEOs are hoping will do a better job.
Okay, sino bang tingin nyo sino ang iniisip ng mga CEO na to? Tingin ko mahuhulaan nyo yan. I-comment nyo muna. Sino, ano kaya ang pwede nilang ipalit sa the best, sa mga GOAT? These people are parang murderers row ng ng pagdating sa drawingan, 'di ba? Pagdating sa concept art. Yung yung mga tawag dito, yung sa Star Wars, sino ba? Wag na nga, hindi na, medyo matagal mag-type. Teka, nawawala ang aking.
Gen AI is the elephant in the room.
Yon. So, they are now running to AI. Generative AI. So, AI art, yun ang kanilang kumbaga AI, 'di ba? Uso. let's see. Tuloy muna natin.
But the Forbes article seems to think that's not part of this. The article says it does not appear that these specific jobs were eliminated for reasons involving AI.
Oh, teka.
Has been a driver behind other shakeups in the creative industry.
So hindi daw AI ang sinabi ng Forbes article. Ano kaya?
I've noticed this happening in a lot of articles about industry layoffs over the past couple of years. They're always saying it doesn't appear that it's about AI just because no one from the company stepped forward and made a press release saying, yeah, we're firing the art teams to replace them with AI. And as time has gone on, and I'm seeing how AI is affecting the rest of the economy, I'm finding that I believe that just a little less every day. A little less. I mean, it could have nothing to do with AI. I don't know. I'm not an insider here. But teams this specialized, this vital, this industry defining, rarely get completely wiped out in this industry. Remember, a lot of these artists have worked on multiple, maybe dozens of finished Marvel movies. They have the rare knowledge, not just of how things should look that comes from being on one movie, but the rare knowledge that comes from having shipped multiple movies. The knowledge.
Exactly. Kaya tama yung mga words na sinabi niya. Highly specialized set of skills nitong any branch ng art. Parang people have this misconception kasi minsan na just because marunong ka mag-drawing, you can do everything else efficiently, 'di ba? Like let's say, kumbaga, may mga taong nagagawa yun, merong mga multiple mga high level artists talaga na kayang mag-comics, kayang mag-storyboard, kayang mag-paint, kayang mag-concept art. Although most of the magkakalapit kasi yan eh. Pero to do it in the top tier level of each of those branches of illustration, mahirap yon. Kasi dati meron akong nagtrabaho ako dun sa studio namin ng storyboards. Parang you'd think it's storyboards, di ba? Parang feeling po parang madali lang yun eh kung marunong ka mag-drawing, di ba? And hindi sa I have naging realization ko lang talaga to. And I was even shocked nung nakita ko to. 'Di ba? Hindi ko napapangalanan yung mga artist. Pero madaming mga sikat na comic book artist na Pinoy na nag-try out doon. Tapos hindi sila mubra. Hindi nila magawa ng maayos yung trabaho doon sa storyboard studio. 'Di ba? Sabi ko, ba't hindi na, kumbaga parang nung nakita kong nagdatingan yung iba, parang, okay, ano na to? Siguradong tanggap na to. Diba? Tapos, all of a sudden, either hindi nila magawa on time, kumbaga masyado, o kaya, some of them malamang hindi lang nila trip. Diba? Kasi mas gusto na siguro mag-drawing ng superhero. Diba? Or, yung iba, hindi niya talaga makuha yung pitik. Hindi nila makuha kung paano yung mag-adjust ng style. Kasi merong specific na style na kailangan eh. So, hindi talaga umubra yung iba na parang you'd think hindi siya, parang shoe-in sila doon sa trabaho. So, ganon. Hindi just because marunong ka mag-drawing, pwede ka nang gumawa you can do these illustration jobs at the highest level, 'di ba? At saka pwede ka lang kumuha ng kung sino-sino diyan, mga bagong graduate. May mga rare artists na kayang gawin 'yon, pero yung experience din kasi hindi mo matatawaran 'yun eh. Parang like me, sabihin ko na over the years, kasi dun sa storyboards, ang kalaban mo diyan, yung revision, 'di ba? So, may ano ka meron ka ng makakakuha ka ng kumbaga yung experience mo, meron ka ng idea or solid idea kung ano yung kailangan mong i-drawing na mami-minimize yung chance na ma-revise yung ginawa mo. Ganon. Hindi ko alam kung paano i-explain yun, pero somewhere along the way, you figured it out. Na parang, hindi ko gagawin to kasi pag ginawa ko yan, pag dinagdag ko yan, mare-revise. Tatagal lang yung trabaho. So, sometimes nare-revise pa rin, pero minimal revisions na lang ang kailangan mong gawin. So, yun ang nangyayari pag pag seasoned artist ka na. So, yun ang, like he said kanina, yung pagtapon dun sa best of the best na artist sa industry, this is fucking Marvel, okay? This is the MCU. Diba? You can't get any bigger than that. Diba? So, tapos itatapon mo yun over AI. Grabe. Sana talaga merong kumuwad sa kanila tapos punish Disney for it. This is a huge opportunity to other studios. If there's a silver lining na nakikita ko.
Knowledge of how to tie together the huge amount of work that goes into multiple films into one cohesive feeling. It would always be hard to let go of one of these artists. But nearly all of them?
Actually, isa pang kwento ko. Ganito ito, kupal din na akong empleyado din dati 'di ba? Kasi dun sa office namin, dahil na-realize ko 'yon. No, 'di ba sabi ko, "Putya, ang gagaling nitong mga artist na 'to." Tapos hindi sila natanggap, 'di ba? So kung hindi sila natanggap, anong ibig sabihin nun? Ibig sabihin napaka-specialized na artist namin. Hindi kami basta-basta mapapaltan. Ganon. Diba? Diba parang kung yung ibang mga artist na magagaling na, hindi umubra, ibig sabihin, mahihirapan kang makahanap talaga yung mga nando na natanggap. Ano yun? Kumbaga, either paano ba? Parang perfect fit yun. It fits a very specialized mold of artist na konti lang. Kahit may ibang mga galing, hindi, that doesn't necessarily mean that they would fit that mold na kailangan doon sa trabaho na yun. So dahil doon, naging kumag ako sa opisina. Sakto lang naman, diba? Parang minsan magpapalate ako. Alam ko hindi nila ako tatanggalin kasi wala silang ipampapalit sa akin. Diba? So parang diba mamumblema sila na putang ina wala si Manoy, diba? So ganon ka specialized yung mga artist, like on any given industry, lalo na if you get to the level ng mga artist na to.
Why? Who thinks that makes sense for such a visual property? The way they make things look is completely central to the branding and recognition of the IP. So you're telling me that the regurgitate your brand back at you 1 trillion times a second machine has nothing to do with it? Era where every single CEO is obsessed with AI, and especially how using it might affect the stock price, it's got nothing to do with it. Forgive me for not believing it.
Oh, tama.
Forbes article also says they have retained a skeleton crew to coordinate the hiring of resources on a per-project basis, and that some of the visual development artists will transition from full-time to contractor status on a per-project basis.
Aray mo. 'Di ba? Ganyan nagsimula yun. Eh. Mamaya meron akong sasabihin.
Now that sucks because for most artists, life is harder as a freelancer than it is as a full-time employee since taxes and work hours are much worse and benefits are zero. But it's also ominous because that leaves Marvel the option of subcontracting out little design studios or individuals that they know are probably using AI based on their prices. But if Marvel
Malalaman mo kasi mura. Mas mura yung AI. Yung mga... Mamaya.
caught any bad press over it, they could just blame the subcontractor, the freelancer that they don't have that kind of oversight on, and say, oh, we never would have let them use AI if we had only known.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
they'll just move on to the next subcontractor with no consequences for throwing the previous one under the bus, since all AI slot mills are basically going to be interchangeable anyway. That wasn't really possible when they were keeping their team close, in-house, and signing off on their processes and best practices, which of
Tama.
course they could always keep a close eye on. There's a lot of plausible deniability there that might be appealing to them in this gray AI world that we're in right now. And maybe they'll go all internal again with AI tools if the sea shifts and Gen AI for art production gets normalized. Whatever they're planning, and whether or not AI has anything to do with it, it's short-sighted at best. The look of their films won't be as cohesive anymore, since far-flung and insecure artists working on splintered teams will wind up focusing more on just getting the job done than the kind of experimental, innovative energy that made the Marvel visual development team what it was, and that set the standard for that whole industry.
Correct. 'Di ba? Hindi ano eh. Kasi kung contractual ka lang, tapos wala kang boss na namamahala nung main look and feel ng mga characters. Kasi tingnan mo yung itsura ni Captain America tapos yung itsura ni Captain Marvel. More or less alam mong galing sila sa isang universe eh. 'Di ba? Merong visual language na sinusunod, 'di ba? Kahit yung itsura ni Black Widow at saka ni Hawkeye nagfi-fit doon sa doon sa itsura ni na Captain America, 'di ba? Nung mga villains, kahit yung mga alien kahit si Thanos nagfi-fit sa itsura ni na ni na Black Panther, 'di ba? Alam mong kasi pag iba yung itsura, tama ba? Let's say 'di ba? MCU, 'di ba? Tapos biglang may mukhang Gundam doon. 'Di ba? Tang inang tubay. Bakit iba yung itsura ng Gundam 'di ba? Iba yung itsura noon. O kaya biglang merong ano ba bang medyo weird na hindi pasok. Let's say yung mga xenomorph, iba yung itsura noon 'Di ba? Iba yung visual language noon. So hindi siya ibang parang alien yon dun sa mundo. 'Di ba? O kaya biglang merong mukhang Goku, 'di ba? Hindi siya nagfi-fit organically doon sa itsura ng MCU. So I don't know, maybe they could get artist na nang magiging okay pa rin, 'di ba? Or not. The best they can hope is maging okay pa rin. Pero most likely ang gagawin nila, yung AI na ang masakit pa dito, the AI that got trained by these artists that they let go, 'di ba? Yung mga style nila, yun ang mga isasalang nila sa AI And for sure, these artists has created tens of thousands of art over the years, 'di ba? So, pag-aaralan nila yung mga visual languages niyan, kung ano yung mga aesthetics nila sa characters, sa costumes, sa anatomy, 'di ba? At saka sa environment. So, it's hindi natin alam pero yung originality mawawala. Kasi even though nasa isang visual language sila, still hindi naman limited yung language, but they can still create more. So I don't know, maybe I'm guessing now that they have this AI, yung mga pagkakatrain sa kanila, limited na lang dun sa mga nagawa na yung library nila ng images, and they would probably also include parang ibang elements na ibang elements doon sa na hindi part ng visual language ng MCU canon. Biglang meron silang mga elements na parang out of place kasi AI na yan eh. Diba? Hindi mo na mapipigilan minsan kung anong isasalpak niyan. So, I don't know. And also, isa pa, ako, meron akong napapanood ng mga AI movies. Nasaan ba yun? Meron dito eh. Teka. meron akong AI na nasaan ba yun? May Transformers na AI ako na nasaan ba yun? Nasaan ba yun? Nawala. Ito. Transformers AI to ha. Diba? Ito parang biglang na, halimbawa, let's say itong Transformers na to, bigla mo iba yung visual language niya sa MCU, 'di ba? Hindi ganyan itsura ng mga ng mga characters sa MCU. Teka. O yan. You think impressive siya eh, 'di ba? Mukhang maganda naman talagang tingnan eh. Pero the fact na alam mong AI siya, ewan ko sa inyo pero sa akin nakakabawas ng nakakabawas ng parang all of a sudden parang -5 siya sa akin or 10, 'di ba? Kasi alam kong AI siya. Even though ang niya, it's very impressive, 'di ba? Oo, 'di ba? Ang ganda eh. 'Di ba? Ewan ko dun sa mga hindi artist kung nararamdaman din nila 'yon. Pero sa akin kasi pag nalaman kong AI o kaya halatang AI talaga, parang it's meron siyang nababawasan yung pagiging impressed ko. Matutuwa pa rin ako. I can still enjoy this kasi I'm a huge Transformers fan. 'Di ba? Kasi hindi pa naman nila ginagawa tong mga Dinobots eh, 'di ba? So, I'd take this for now. Tapos G1 Dinobots pa. Pero tingin ko kung let's say yung Bayformers gumawa sila ng ganyan, mas irerespeto ko pa rin yung yung hindi AI. Anyway, you get my point. It's tapusin natin tong hindi ko pa natatapos to eh. Anong huling sasabihin niya? Matatapos na.
That energy comes and emerges when art teams feel secure and get to live and breathe together. So they will fail to create the environment needed to make work that captures people's imaginations. And that's like their whole damn thing, right? I mean, they're comic book movies. What were you thinking?
Yan ang isang, kita mo, and this comes at the time when people finally has at least respectable grasp of the comic book medium and how to translate it to film. Kasi dati hindi talaga nila magets eh. 'Di ba? Hindi nila magets. May mga time nung late 2000s to early 2000s may mga comic book movies na parang ba't ganyan? Lalo na nung 2000s, 'di ba? Yung mga Elektra, yung mga ano ba 'yun? May mga ibang standout syempre like Sin City. Pero may mga merong mga halimbawa yung Ghost Rider. O kaya yung Green Lantern infamously. 'Di ba? It's hindi nila makuha. Actually, madaming miss talaga yung mga early DC movies DCEU, 'di ba? Nakuha nila yung cartoon pero yung Green Lantern pinaka masagwa nilang ginawa yun, 'di ba? And then later on they started figuring it out, 'di ba? They got the better people for the job, 'di ba? So nagsimula nung Wonder Woman, tapos yung and so on and so forth, 'di ba? Yung pagdating doon sa mga Shazam medyo medyo okay na, 'di ba? Ibang usapan na kung hindi natin alam kasi kung meron na ring superhero fatigue sa movies or other factors like yung mga napipikon sa mga woke shit, 'di ba? Na nakasira sa kwento ng mga movies minsan. But overall, by the time na lalo na nung Endgame, lalo na yung pagdating ng Winter Soldier, 'di ba? Yung Black Panther, mukhang okay na eh. Nakukuha na nila eh, 'di ba? And lalo na nung they started yung Deadpool, 'di ba? Yung mga Deadpool movies. Kumbaga, they embraced the comic book accurate costumes, ganyan. 'Di ba? Dati kasi iniiba talaga nila eh. Wala silang tiwala dun sa medium na ina-adapt nila. So, ngayon kung kailang nagegets na nila, tsaka nila gagawin 'to. Ano sabi nila, iba talaga paggawa ng tao. Tama. -5 agad din 'yan. Ganon din, I hope they make their own studio. Paano kaya yung IP ng mga gawa ng artist? Well, yung IP, una-una, let's say yung mga gawa nilang Iron Man. Ang may-ari ng IP ng Iron Man is Marvel, 'di ba? So kanila 'yun. Yung mga drawing nila, paid work 'yun. So okay lang 'yun. They can, let's say, gumawa sila ng t-shirt about it na sa isang design, maaaring bigyan sila ng pera or depende sa kontrata nila. But those are paid work. So wala silang habol sa IP nun.
Conclusion. If you let go of artists this good, you will get exactly what you deserve, Marvel. Drivel. And don't worry about the artists themselves. You'll see their designs again. You'll see them in the movies that you will be forced to rip off very soon. Good luck with that. And to anyone who watches my channel, who runs art teams or companies, a whole bunch of top-notch Marvel talent is looking for work right now. You should scoop them.
Grabe, tama. It's ano tong nangyari? LA Flips. Mamaya na yan. So, tama. Yun ang sabi ni Jerome, pwedeng gumawa sila ng sarili nilang studio. Pero hindi natin alam, maaring mag-work din sila kasi hindi ko alam kung ilang taon na tong mga to eh. I'm guessing baka yung iba nasa 60s na nila or late 50s, but still these are these are the Michael Jordans of illustration, 'di ba? And it's parang ang ironic kasi dito, you would understand kung maliit na kumpanya or ibang kumpanya yung gumawa niyan eh. Pero Disney ang gagawa nito. Parang hindi ko magets. Hindi ako makapaniwala na sila, of all people, sila yung gagawa nito. Di ba? Imagine, I don't know. It's such a weird decision. And mangyayari nito unless meron silang napakatinding AI technology talaga. But I doubt it. I don't know. Ang alam mo kung anong naiisip ko na solution diyan. Kaso teka, ang isang pwedeng gawin ng mga studios is yun nga lang, galit sila kay Donald Trump eh. Madami dito sa mga Hollywood na to, 'di ba? Mga galit sa Disney, yung mga taga Disney galit sila kay Donald Trump eh. Pero tingin ko kung merong isang tao na pwedeng may magawa doon sa problema na ng AI, sa AI art, generative AI, it's si Donald Trump lang. Na parang ang isang solution na pwedeng gawin diyan is magkaroon ng tax incentive o kaya magkakaroon ng tax break yung mga kumpanya na gagamit ng taong artist. 'Di ba? So magkakaroon ka ng incentive for keeping artists with their jobs and keeping basically the art, the institution of art itself. 'Di ba? Yung kultura ng art lalo na ng Amerikano, yung pop culture ng Amerikano, ng visual impact ng 'di ba, ng Amerika sa mundo. Imagine a world without Disney. 'Di ba? Without the movies na mga Lion King, yung mga Cinderella, Snow White. Imagine wala yung mga movies na yun. 'Di ba? Imagine wala sina Donald Duck, sina Mickey Mouse. O hindi lang yung Disney, lahat ng cartoons na galing sa Amerika wala. Ibang-ibang mundo magkakaroon tayo eh. 'Di ba? Kung wala si Spider-Man. Kasi galing sa Amerika yan eh. These are yung art ng Amerika is one of their greatest imports ever, one of their most powerful exports na pinapalaganap sa mundo. That is soft power all over the world. Every time na ire-reference mo sa pag sinabi mong malakas na being, may isip mo si Superman. 'Di ba? Amerikano 'yun. 'Di ba? So, 'di ba? Pag naisip mo na malupit na team na superhero, Avengers ang maiisip mo. 'Di ba? Ewan ko lang doon sa mga anime, may magkakaroon ka din ng influence sa Japan. 'Di ba? May joke nga sa atin na parang parang aatakihin tayo ng China, 'di ba? Tapos ang dami nilang mga barko, ang dami nilang mga eroplano. Tapos yung sa Amerika, yung sa Pilipinas, 5 lang yung jet natin, 'di ba? Pero pag lumilipad, may tunog. Diba? So yung 5 na yun, although hindi na, parang inampon kasi ng Pilipinas si Voltes 5 eh. 'Di ba? So it's Japan nung may isip mo dun eh. 'Di ba? Parang Japan. So it's still you're gonna associate Japan with power na 5 jet lang kaya nilang labanan ng China. 'Di ba? Importante 'yun. I don't know. But I think it is. And by allowing generative AI to take over their biggest companies, their most successful companies, I don't think there's any other. I don't think maybe Disney is the most American company in the world. 'Di ba? May mas American pa ba sa Disney? Is Walmart more American? Madami namang mall sa mundo eh. 'Di ba? Madami namang mga gas station sa mundo, pero nag-iisa lang ang Disney. 'Di ba? So, I don't know. Yung McDonald's, madami. So, yung fast food siguro. But Disney and their culture of art and pop culture, papabayaan nilang they're gonna lose it to AI. Dapat si Trump kasi, yan yung mga sinasabi niya, he's an advocate for AI talaga. Siya sa AI, all in siya dyan. Pero I don't think he realized, hindi ko alam kung may nagbulong na sa kanya na iba yung condition ng generative AI. And this generative AI is actually killing the industry. And like I explained kanina, hindi lang yung industry na hindi lang siya basta industry na, let's say, na-automize mo yung pag-e-empake ng mga bagay-bagay. 'Di ba? Like let's say Amazon na naging robot na yon, AI na yung asikaso ng lahat ng trabaho doon. It's just packing, it's just delivering. 'Di ba? There's no cultural, siguro may cultural, pero iba yung gagawa ka ng kultura through art. 'Di ba? Ibang-iba 'yun dun sa pag-automate ng isang pabrika. So, kailangan maintindihan ni Donald Trump 'yun. Dapat somebody should talk to him and make him understand that para protektahan niya yung ability at saka yung kultura ng Amerika na gumawa ng art. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining myself clearly, if I'm able to communicate what I'm trying to say. But mukhang okay naman. 'Di ba? It's kung pag na-realize niya 'yon, parang he would probably act on it. 'Di ba? Ang problema, yung mga Hollywood producers, di ko alam kung okay sa kanilang lumapit kay parang Donald, 'di ba? Madami sa kanila mga TDS eh. Makita mo yung mga mga comic book artist, mga Facebook page pinapalo mo. Ilan doon mga todo TDS eh. Ano naman to mga to? Pati yung iba mga AI, 'di ba? Ibang klase talaga yung TDS sa Trump derangement syndrome. Pero kasi give me somebody else who can do something about it. 'Di ba? China sila nga yung numero 1 magnanakaw eh. Sino pa? South Korea? Elon Musk? Si Elon Musk, industry yun eh. Industrialist yun. Disney itself is doing this. So, wala akong naiisip. I don't know about you kung may maiisip pa kayong iba, but I think it's only Donald Trump who has the actual power to do something as long as maintindihan niya yung issue. Anyway, good luck sa atin, Jerome. Ay, nako. Bigyan niyo kami ng trabaho.